other way now.
Okay.
Type 1 or type 2. I mean, here. There is no other way. No, because you have all these variables in the problem. There is nothing you can do about it. Yeah. Good. So remember to enter it here. We have to find f of w. And that is 16.65 feet. Great job. Thank you. Good problem. Next, anything else you would like to try, work on, anything?
Yeah, I sent my problem.
Oh, yes, I see it now. Sorry about that. Yes, I just saw. I was just looking at the chat. So I'm looking at the downloads, documents, pictures, screenshots. I kind of lost it. Let me try it again. Okay, it opened now. Good. So let me share my screen. Share screen. Yes. Okay, sketch the graph of by hand, blah, 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 blah. Very good. Okay, so let me copy it. So we have to show everything. So this is f of x plus 4, x minus 3 squared over x to the fourth, and x minus 1. Sketch the graph, but not derivatives. What? Then use the sketch as a guide producing graphs using a calculator computer, then display. So this is this in 4.6?
Yes, this is 4.6.
Yeah, this is just a calculator. It will take us a long time to finish this by hand. So if you remember, maybe you were not here at the beginning when I said that you're not responsible for 4.6. We do a lot of calculator work with each. Yeah, don't waste your time. I'll give you extra credit for it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I promise. I will not forget. Good. Anything else? Other questions? Other problems?
Yes, I had one.
I'm ready. Yes.
Let me just make sure which unit this is in. Right, so this is 4.7 on the WebAssign.
Yes.
Number 5.
Can you give it to me, or should I open WebAssign?
Yeah, I can give it to you.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
So a box with a square base and an open top has a volume of 32,000 centimeters cubed.
32,000 centimeters cubed.
Yeah. Find the dimensions of the box in centimeters that minimizes the material used.
So minimize the surface. Very good. Awesome. I lost you guys. I don't know where you are now. Okay, I found you. Okay, good. So it has a square base, correct?
Yes.
So which means that the base is x, 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 and the height is h. So it has the base, but you said it has an open top, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we are really asked to minimize the surface considering this constraint. Okay, so the surface area will be the base, which is x squared, plus 4 identical sides of xh, base times height. So the area here is base times height 4 times. So from the volume, we have the area of the base, which is x squared in this case, times the height. And this, we are told, equals 32,000. So then the height is 32,000 divided by x squared. So I have to plug it in. So now I can say that this is a function of x only. So I have x squared plus 4x times 32,000 divided by x squared. I will simplify an x. So then I have x squared plus a 128,000 over x. So this is a more human situation than the previous one. So we have 2x minus 128,000 over x squared. So then we set this equal to 0. And we get 2x cubed minus 128,000 divided by x squared equals 0, right? But only the top can be 0, so then x cubed equals 128,000 over 2, which is 64,000. So then when we take the cube root or apply the cube root, we get x equals 40. Measurement unit, centimeters. Now we have to show that this gives a minimum. So x 0, 40 s prime, and this is 0. And when I plug in 0 here, I get negative. When I plug in beyond 40, I get positive. So this is typical for a minimum. If I'm asked to find the minimum, then I have to find S of 40. S of 40 will be the minimum. So, so this is guaranteed to be minimum, and I have to show this. Please remember, I have to show this. Or in some way, I have to show that this gives a minimum. So now, x is 40, which is the base of the box, but I have to determine the height. So the height is here, is 32,000 divided by 40 squared. So it's 20. So this box will have the minimum surface guaranteed to have this volume, and the minimum surface only if the base of the box has a side of 40 and the height of the box is 20 centimeters. Any questions on this problem?
No, thank you. I'm good.
Thank you. Anything else? Anything else you tried? Other problems you would like to work on? Anything? Anything? I'm finally logging in WebAssign. Did you encounter other problems that you would like to work on in class?
Can we do a problem from
Yes?
4.8?
Yes, Newton's method. So make one up or give us one, whatever you want.
From the textbook.
Anything you want, you choose. WebAssign, textbook, any problem. You choose. Or we can make one up, but it's easier if somebody thought about it before. It can be from WebAssign, it can be from anything.
Okay, I have one. 2x cubed.
Yes, I'm ready.
Minus 3x squared plus 2 equals 0, and then x1 equals minus 1.
Okay, that's the initial value, x naught. Okay, so in this case, they are giving us the starting point. That's fine too. Okay, if we are given the starting point, then we don't have to use the intermediate value theorem to say that the function is continuous, it changes sign on such and such interval, because they already gave us this. So that situation is easier. Okay, so then I will create Newton's method, n of x, Newton's function. And remember, this is x minus f of x over f prime of x. So at -1, so I find f prime of x to be 6x squared minus 6x, and that's it. And when I plug in -1, this is not 0, so it's safe. So I have x minus, the numerator is 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2, because this is the function. And the denominator is 6x squared minus 6x. This is what I will enter in the graphing calculator. So let's do that. So I'm going to share my screen. Where are you guys? For some reason I'm losing you with all these windows open. Okay, got it. So in y equals, clear, and just enter x minus, parentheses for the top, please, 2x cubed, and then minus 3x squared, minus 3x squared plus 2. That's the function, divided by, in parentheses again, 6x squared, and minus 6x. How many decimal digits they want?
Okay, let me check.
It's
Four
okay.
decimal-
How many?
4 decimal places.
4.
Yes.
Very good. I wrote it down. So second and quit. Go to variables. Cross to y variables. Choose the function y1 because that's where my function is. Put parentheses and evaluate it for -1, which is the initial value.
Sorry, can you do that again?
Sure,
I kind of lost it from where you
sure,
went from y equals.
sure. So second and variables. I'm sorry. No. Variables, sorry.
Second.
No, without second. Sorry, I confused you. My apologies. So just press variables. Go to the right to y variables and choose the first one, which is the function.
Okay.
Press enter. My function is in y1, but if your function is in y3, then you use y3 or y4, wherever you put the function in. I put it in y1. Select the initial value that they picked for us. So this is our x1, the first iteration, and they will probably ask us to put it in. So x sub 1 equals -0.75. And then all I have to do is just second and entry. It will copy what I had before, but I don't want -1. I want the previous answer. I highlight the number and go to previous answer and make sure you clear everything else. So now in the second step, I want y1 of the previous answer. And I press enter. And then I press enter. And then I press enter. So the calculator will automatically plug in the previous answer in this, the previous answer in this, and when I click again, you will plug in the previous answer in here. So my x1, my x sub 2, the second iteration is -0.682539. My x sub 3 is -0.677675. And since they want 4 decimal digits, the method converged in 3 steps. Because I'm not going to copy this one, because I have 6776, 6776 already repeated themselves. So this is it. So that is final. That is the answer. So now here, you could round this up. It depends on what they want. but these already repeated themselves in x sub 4, so there is no need for x sub 4.
How did we enter in the answer on the calculator? What keys is that?
I'm not sure I understand the question. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, we have like y1 in parentheses and then we have answer on a calculator. How did we enter in the answer on the calculator? The previous answers.
With second and entry. Second and entry.
Oh, I see. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Very good question. Anything else?